What's up, y'all? I am back. Listen, it has been such a long day doing all this stuff. I'm just gonna have to bring y'all wags to riches tomorrow. That the second, probably most likely the second episode of, um, just to catch myself up, just the second episode of Harlem and the second episode of Family Business. Anyway, this is Harlem season 3 episode 1, expecting. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, y'all, and click the notification bell button so you can be updated on all of my videos. Woo, y'all! I'm tired. But thank y'all. I hope y'all like my content, y'all. I really, really do. Thank you for watching, subscribing, yada yada yada. I'll keep it going. I'm gonna try to do my due diligence. Sometimes it can be taxing doing all of this, but I appreciate y'all. So, I'm doing something I like, and I hope y'all like what I give. Anyway. So, y'all, the episode starts with Ian. He stops by Camille's house just to bring 2 books to her. They chat. She was like, hey, I could have just came and picked it up. He was like, these are the last of your things, because y'all remember him and Camille broke up last season again. At this point, to me, they shouldn't be together, but whatever. They agreed to X6. And I was like, no, this is not going to work. So they have a lot of X sex, okay? And in, the last time, the final time that she thought that they wasn't, but his final time with her, they was having X sex. He lets her know that he was seeing some people, and I like to believe he was seeing somebody. And so Camille gets jealous. She gets jealous, and so she was like, are you gonna come back, when you finish seeing other persons or person? And he was like, yeah, but it's two months passed by, no call from Ian. She texts, he'll text a little something back. Nothing major. So it seems as though Ian has moved on, and you would think that Camille has moved on, but she has not. All right. She gets a call from Dr. Pruitt to come on by, and she goes to see Dr. Pruitt. In the next scene, we see Quinn. She's making an outfit for one of her celebrity friends. And so she pays for the car. She was like, oh, this is, we going to put it on Daddy's tab. And so Quinn was like, is that your daddy or is that your zaddy? And so she was like, no, we're not biologically related. That's, I give goods and services, and he gives me his goods and services. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm sorry, I'm not mad at that. Anyway, we get to the scene with Dr. Pruitt and Camille. Dr. Pruitt tells Camille that she was wrong for telling her she wasn't ready for tenure. Camille gets excited because she's, as y'all know, last season she really wanted to be tenure, but it didn't happen. And then once she tells her that, Dr. Pruitt then asks Camille, is she still going to stay at Columbia? And Camille says that she won't. She's going to leave because she needs a fresh break. And, she tells her she won't be returning. So she did ask Dr. Pruitt if Dr. Pruitt can write the foreword in her book. And Dr. Pruitt was very excited to write the foreword for Camille, because we do remember Dr. Pruitt Camille was a pain in Dr. Pruitt's, a pain in Dr. Pruitt's butt. Okay, she was very annoying to Dr. Pruitt, and Dr. Pruitt actually like her. She really likes Camille now. And y'all, Dr. Pruitt is played by Whoopi Goldberg. I love her. Anyway, so Ty is meeting with an investor named Eve. Eve is played by, I forget her name, but she is on P Valley, and she was also on Snowfall, Wanda, the Wanda of Snowfall. I forgot her name though. When I tell y'all, she is so beautiful. Like, man, she is bad. Like, I love her. Anyway, Ty is meeting with the investor because she needs someone to invest in her tech company. And so Eve tells Wanda that I've been pushing for our company to invest in a black-owned company, but not just a black-owned company, a black-owned tech company that's ran by a woman who is in the LGBT community. So Ty has a dating app, and it's for, I want to say it's just for the LGBT community. And it's doing well, but she needs investors. And so we see that Eve is absolutely sweet on Ty. And so she invites Ty out for some drinks. And Ty said, she's doing a solo dolo thing, so her dating isn't something that she wants to do. So then Eve try to be all coy and act like, oh no, it's not like that. I was just trying to push up to you. She was like, I invite my team to come and have drinks, and we, that's just what it is. So in the next scene, we finally see my friend Angie. I love Angie. Angie and Mike. And Angie has turned down the not the proposal, but the plans that Mike is making for their wedding. I want to say Angie wants extravagant, but Mike wants intimate, and he wants I think in a traditional sense. He wants a wedding in a traditional sense, and we know Angie is not a traditional type of person. She wants them to just enjoy the engagement and, just kind of plan as the day go on. And he told her, he said, being in New York, it doesn't work like that. You need to secure a spot, because if there are certain spots that you really, really want, it takes months and months to actually get a spot. So, I don't know. Part of me feels like, do Angie really want to be married? I don't know. We're gonna have to revisit that, because I got questions. So anyway, Ty and Camille and Quinn are eating at this new spot. Because I want to say they got put out the last spot last season. I forgot why, but they got put out the last spot. So Angie backed out on them because, she's with Mike. And Quinn was like, ooh, I can't stand when somebody back out on us for some D. And they looked at her like, girl, I know you lied. And so she realized, oh, yeah, I did do that. So all Camille want is Ian's ping. Like, that's all she thinks about. That's all she... I'm just over the Camille and Ian of it all. Like, I'm over it, and I think everybody else is too. She said Ian told her that he was busy at work. She hadn't heard from Ian in 2 months, and after 2 months, I would think that you will move forward. At this point, Quinn thinks that they should decenter the D. And just go ahead and focus. Let's focus on us. Let's decenter the D. And she says, since decentering the ping, she found out that she was truly dope. And she is mother effing Quinn. I think she said Johnson. I forgot Quinn's last name. And so Camille said that's good, but she needs some Hetty Murphy. All right. And so Ty agrees. Like, even if it's some mediocre Hetty Murphy, I need that. I was like, wow. Okay. So we see that Ty has been celibate for about 2 months. Was it 2 years or 2 months? 2 months since she found out. And the reason for her celibacy was because, remember, last season she had a jump off, and she left the jump off and she started smashing. She met the lady at the plant store who owned the plant shop. I forgot her name, but she owned the plant shop. But come to find out, there was mother and daughter, so she was smashing mother and daughter. Ty did say, she did tell the ladies that there is this one lady, my investor, her name is Eva. She's beautiful, but she don't want to mess up her bag, and I understand that, and Ty feels like, listen, I'm not in a good place. I'm not healed. I can't give anybody what they need when it comes to an actual monogamous relationship. I can't do that. She realized that, it's not best for me right now. So let me just keep my goods and services to myself. So we did see Ian come into the cafe, and so he's at the counter, but the ladies are sitting all the way to the back, so he doesn't see them, and they see him, but he doesn't see them. And so we see a woman come up to him, which her name is Portia, y'all. She was the girl that was on Hit the Floor. And so Camille looked and was like, oh, that's his friend Portia. They've been friends for a long time, and they just have a friendship. So then she walked up to him, hugged him, and they started kissing. And they was like, oh, you don't kiss your friends like that. You don't kiss your friends like that. And so Camille was pissed. So she sent the message to Ian. I was like, girl, get over yourself. And so Ian sent her a message back. It was just this back and forward or whatever. Before that, Quinn takes Camille's phone and tells her, give me this phone. You're doing too much. We going to the party tomorrow night. So the party was like a party with your girl who Quinn was making an outfit for, doing the alterations to her outfit. She had some type of party where, it was her exes there or whomever, and she had people, she won't bring your close friends so they can meet up. It was like a mixer or whatever. And so we get to the party, and she introduces Quinn to Kofi. I'm sorry. His name is it Seth? I think his name was Seth. But anyway, he is played by Kofi. Y'all know Kofi, Ralph Angel. All right. As y'all can see, I love me a chocolate man. That's why when we seen Tyler LaPlay, I didn't. But I like a chocolate man. All right, I don't know what it is. Anyway, so Camille gets a voice message from Ian, and it's just a back and forward. And I was just, at this point, I just keep saying, Camille, get over yourself. Like, it's over. Let it go. Let it go. You seen him with Portia. He did not reach out to you in 2 months. Does that not say anything? When you open that door, this is how I feel. When you open that door for the ex-sex, that's when everything fell apart. Like, I just don't feel like those things need to be involved. If you're going to be friends, just be that. If you cannot handle that, you need to move forward. But sometimes people cannot handle another person just actually leaving away from their life. And that's the problem. She kept holding on, and it's like nothing is working. After all of this time, nothing has worked between you and Ian. He was about to get married last year. Y'all roped that up by kissing. The bride saw y'all kissing. Like, I just don't understand. It didn't work. You moved. You came back. He saw you. It just didn't. It didn't work. So Ty is at home. She's in the bed. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I am thirsty. So Ty is home. She's in the bed. And she tossing and turning. It's 8 o'clock. She was like, I am usually not in the bed this early. So she decided to go and take Eva up on her offer and go meet her for drinks. And so she gets there. When I tell y'all, Eva, whatever, Wanda, Eva, whatever her, I do not remember her name, her real name. Oh my gosh, she is beautiful. Her hair, like everything was just everything. Anyway, she tells Ty, her company, she lets Ty know that her company has decided to invest with Ty, but when you go in there next week, just act like you're surprised. And Ty was like, okay, I can do that. And y'all, she tells Ty that, she tells Ty that she's overwhelming in all the best ways. I was like, wow, I ain't never heard nobody say that. Anyway, but Ty tells her, listen, I'm toxic. I just divorced my ex, who I've been married to for 20 years, and I walked away from him 20 years ago. I slept with a mother and a daughter. Like, she was just running down, her resume, her terrible resume to Eva. She was like, I'm just messy. And so Eva was like, don't get messy. Like, y'all, it was the way she said, like, the way Eva comes off as so sure. She exudes with that. Like, I was like, wow, that's amazing to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to say that. So in the next scene, we see Camille go over to Ian's house unannounced, bamming on the main door. Portia comes to the door, answers. She was like, hey girl, is Ian there? And his phone not working because I've been trying to call him. And I'm like, why are you crashing out? Like, it actually annoyed me now how they have her playing. Like, she was already neurotic from each season, but now you got her playing crazy. So Ian tells her that he knew she wasn't going to be able to handle that. Well, if you knew that, you shouldn't have agreed to it. You knew it, but because it's a whole, you gonna go ahead and do whatever it is you gonna do. See, that's why you gotta protect own thine self, okay? He tells her now that her and Portia is exclusive. And so Camille's thing was, you should have told me this long ago. I knew that day that he didn't show up, he was supposed to show up. That's when he should have told her. Because he knew this entire time. He had been, my opinion is, he had been seeing Portia this entire time. Anyway, again, Camille gets mad, curse him out, leave, call him an a-hole, and I'm like, girl, you went over to his house. You decided not to let it go. So we get to Quinn's house, and she's getting dressed. She had a night with Kofi. I can't call him Kofi because that's not his name in here. Set. I gotta check that again, y'all. I forgot his name, but we're just gonna call him Kofi for the night. And so she had a nice night with Kofi. Wake up and she get dressed, get ready. She said, he was like, I must have been bad because you getting dressed early in the morning. She was like, no, I have a long day. I have things planned. I have to work. I have to meet with people. He was like, oh, okay. So his phone ring. He's frantic because his stylist isn't nowhere to be found, and they still can't find his bag from his flight. And so Quinn was like, listen, go to this store, ask for this person, only specifically ask for this person, because the other people in there do not know how to dress melanin people. and make sure that you bring me the outfit so I can tailor it to your fitting, to the T. He was like, you gonna be able to get me ready? She was like, yeah, I got you. And that is just her saying thank you for last night. Okay. So in the next scene, we get to, I guess, that event that he had to go to, the red carpet event. And he is actually, I mean, he looked good. He looked good. They was like, you know, who styled you? You know, you look nice. And so he shot Quinn out. He was like, Quinn, you know, she shot me out. That's my new stylist now. So it was like, I just fired her. Like, just like that. He just fired the other girl. Anyway, and so in the next scene, the ladies are at the bar and they're talking. Quinn is excited because she's getting a lot of followers and inboxes, and people are wanting to work with her. You know, she was like, this was something I really have been waiting for. So it's been a long time. Like, she finally it seems as though she's finally meeting a nice guy, and in her career, you know, she's thriving and blowing up. And so she was like, this is what it took for me to get here. I had to release and remove this for me to get to this space. And so Ty was like, you're right. Since I've been celibate, since I've practiced celibacy, I've been able to get my company, not only get my company off the ground, but also get an investor and really start to thrive in my company. And so and then Camille was like, well, I decided to let go of Ian and let go of Columbia. So I guess this is my new start. Y'all, when I tell you that last scene, most of this, a lot of parts of it had really, really spoke to me personally and what I need to do. I just take it as a grain of salt, and I'm going to just keep on going and doing those things I need to do, putting everything in place so I can make the adjustments for what's happening next. Anyway, Angie shows up. I'm sorry, y'all, spaced out real quick. Angie shows up, and Angie and Mike show up, and they talk about he's talking about the wedding in the different venues, and Angie just wants something really extravagant. And so they were like, he was like, I just want something intimate, about 20 people. And then he tells Angie, I just want you to myself. And it's like, you want small weddings, so you don't want a lot of people. And so Camille was like, have you met Angie? Angie is extravagant. Everything she does is like a production. I love that because she just taps into who she is. And I don't know. Something is odd about Mike. I could be wrong. But we gonna find out. Anyway, so they was getting ready to toast. And so Camille was like, here, you can have my glass because I'm not feeling good. It's not agreeing with me. And so she was like, all right, nobody ain't think nothing of it. And so then Camille says, her stomach, she not feeling good. And I was like, girl, are you pregnant? Like, because when it came on, it was that there was all at the doctor's office, and the doctor was saying you pregnant, but we was trying to figure out which one of the ladies was pregnant. But that's how the last season went off, figuring out which one of the heifers was pregnant. And so we noticed she started having little symptoms. So she get up out of her chair. She was getting ready to go to the bathroom. She was like, I ain't been to the bathroom. She was like, Ty was like, you went to the bathroom 4 times since we've been here. And she was like, yeah, right, I know. And as soon as she got up, she got nauseous and blah, 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 blah. So they took us they all went to the doctor's office, and we find out that Camille is pregnant. And I was like, I know the hell you lying. And that was the end of the episode. Baby, This is the final season of Harlem, so I would love to see what's the end for them. I would love to see what's the end for each lady. I really want to see that. I think with Harlem being on for 4 seasons, is it 3 or 4? It's only 3 seasons. I don't know why I thought it was 4, but 3 seasons. I just want to see what the end look like. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see a Camille and Ian situation at all. I think Ian was more familiar to Camille, so that's why she kept crawling back. That's why she kept going back to him, because it was a familiar place in a familiar space. I get it, but no. And her being pregnant, that's a big whoa. I did not expect that. I actually thought it was gonna be Quinn that was pregnant, but then I realized Quinn can't be pregnant because Quinn was messing with women last season, but we will find out. I was supposed to drop Wags to Riches, but it's 11:30, y'all. I need to shower and get ready for work. I have to get up early in the morning. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I will drop Wags to Riches tomorrow. Harlem, second episode of Harlem, and the second episode of the Family Business. I don't think I have anything Friday night, but I'm going to drop those episodes, y'all, and I will come back in the next one